Oh my goodness. Hello, chat. Turn the music down a bit. Hello, chat! Should probably pop out the chat, shouldn't I, huh? Hello! How are you? Goodness gracious. Hello, chat. How are you? Oh my god. Another driver was it a pickup truck? If you caught my Final Fantasy stream yesterday, you're gonna probably hear a little bit of a repeat if you were there early. But of course it was a truck driver. It's always a truck driver. We'll get into it, but of course it was a truck driver, chat. What do you mean? Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Sorry I'm a little bit late. I just ran to the grocery store real quick and I wanted to pick up some stuff. I'm trying to up. This sounds so lame. Welcome to the backlog vlog. Let me talk about stir fry real fast. I'm trying to up my stir fry game, chat. So I'm trying to up my stir fry game somehow. I got some sauces. I'm gonna maybe give it a try. Learn how to make some stir fries. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But dude, oh my god. I hope you're ready for a Lord of the Rings style retelling of my Friday. Cause I'm gonna go into it, man. I want to preface, my opponent was great. We had a great game. Like there's no issues with that. Everything leading up to it though was a nightmare. It's an absolute fucking nightmare. Oh, chat, this is my second to last game too. In this league as well. My final match is against Astra Militarum, and it's actually against Foster, who I played in the day tournament, one of the day tournaments. His Castella Creed stabbed my knight in the leg and blew it up, and it was wonderful. What a queen. God, I love Ursula Creed. Oh man. Got myself a drink, so I should be good. Oh my goodness. Beyblade V-Force. Oh god, I remember the heyday of Beyblade, dude. Oh. Man, oh man. I'm gonna give people time to like file in here so I can regale of this fucking story, chat. Once again, I do need to pull up the throne. Hold on. And thank, Messenger of Chaos and Zanwind, because very generously they got me a, carrying case, like a miniature storage and transport case for my throne, which is, when you hear this tale, this recounting, you'll understand why I'm, like, grasping my chest, like, oh, thank God. Cause holy shit, man. Oh my god. Many layers to this tale do I doth tell. Man. Oh man. How are you doing though, chat? How's your Tuesday been? Chat, speak to me. Oh, I started the stream so late, but chat? Oh. There we go. Yeah, I was worried the chat was a bit dead. Custard? I demand you share. Hey, Mom, I just got off work and about to listen to you on the drive home. Don't be too funny so I don't drive off the road laughing. I'll be careful. Oh, don't worry. This is going to be very topical for you, like Tabuya. Just let me know if the cops pull you over and so I can scream things that'll get you arrested. No, I wouldn't do that. Oh, man. Got shoes. Hell yeah. Finished a book about inner strength. Fuck yeah. If you want to know about inner strength, Tamil Bomb, you're capable of a great many things. Mostly because if you sneeze on your fist, you can inflict poison damage when you punch someone. That's inside of you. Hell yeah, cringe. Finished all my work yesterday, so I got to relax today. Hell yeah, that rules. Oh man, because I did taxes on my day off, I actually haven't had a day off this week. So it's gonna be a full week. This week in particular, and a lot of work stuff kind of is cropping. Just a lot of, it's just the week of kind of like, not bureaucracy, what's the term? Like the unfun part of what I do, I guess, like streaming and stuff. It's just like it's like the fucking numbers and like other stuff, and it's like I'm not complaining. This is not me complaining. It's just like it's just man. Banality, yeah, it's a little banal. It's a little banal. It's again, it's necessary, and I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna do it, but it's just like, I'm like, I wish, you know, Monty, this is the chat police. You are under arrest for Monty crimes. Come up with the screen with your hands up. I can't move my hands with this model. I can't move my hands. I'm going to prison. That's how it goes. I love numbers. I'm happy for you. I can't stand them. Dude, there's people who I love, man. Like, there's those other streamers I talk to. There's other people I talk to regularly. And, like, I know, like, I can understand why that's important, but anytime I talk about streaming and it deviates to, like, numbers, I want to just blow up. Like, I just want to turn into a raisin and roll away. I don't want to be in the... I feel bad because, like, I'll be talking to someone and they're fun to talk to, and they'll be like, yes, I checked my analytics on this day. And they're not, like, boasting. It's just, like, they're doing, like, their job. And I'm just like, oh, I'd rather be anywhere else right now. I don't want to talk about algorithms and, like, numbers, and I want to talk about, like, hey, I'm doing this project, and I'm excited for this project, and, you know. Sounds like you can't drink that coffee you have. Yeah, watch this. Got it. Ma, you want to talk about search engine optimization? I think I'd rather, jump off a dramatic cliff than do that. I feel bad. Is it coffee or tea? I'm actually drinking a peace tea, a snowberry peace tea. They're on sale at the grocery store, so I grabbed one. I picked up some stir-fry sauce. I picked up some tofu. I picked up... What else did I pick up? I picked up some noodles, and then I picked up some tuna, which I ate. And then, what else did I get? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, milk. Exciting stuff. Well, milk with quotation marks. I got soy milk because I can't drink regular. Well, I can drink regular milk. I just can't drink a lot of it. All right, people are here now. I want to hear about your stir-fry experiment. Well, I haven't experimented yet. Here's the thing. I like to make stir-fry with these, like, these Ichiran pack noodle things. It's really good. I, like, load it up with, like mushrooms and broccoli and vegetables and all sorts of stuff. Like, it's, like, you know, I load it up with, like, you know, like, meat and protein and vegetables. But I was like, oh, maybe I could swap out, like, instead of having these noodles, maybe I could do rice, because I have a rice cooker Chat got for me, which is, I'm in love with it. If it were a man, I would kiss it. Monty is a cat girl confirmed. Send her fish to help her grow. I do like fish. But I'm not a cat. I'm a dragon, dude. You're telling me Monty stirred this fry? It's more likely than you think. But, hello, Monty. When did you have the VTuber DNA installed? I don't know, man. I think I had like a weird moment where I was like, all my friends are doing this. I shouldn't, because I didn't like VTubers. If you go back in any of my VODs, you'll see that I was very much like not a big VTuber fan. Because I think I had issues with it, which were personal issues, not like it wasn't about VTubing. It was just about like stuff surrounding it. And then, like, you know, like, fucking Connor and Thero and Joe Cat and, like, Limes and, like, all these people who I know and love, I'm like, they were doing it, and I'm like, okay, bitch. You need to stop kind of hating this thing for not its fault and, like, actually, like, learn. And I literally cracked down for a month, and I just learned about VTubing, and I was like, you know what? This is actually okay. It's like a fursona, but for, like, anime people. Which is true. It's like, hey, it's like an expression thing at its core, right? But you're still a PNG tuber at heart? Yeah. I was not peer pressured. I did it of my own volition. I did it because I didn't want to have a reason to hate people I love for such a stupid, petty reason. So, you know, that's what I did. Let me know if the music volume is loud. But yeah, and eventually I was like, you know, what would my VTuber be? And then from there I was like, you know what? I've never been on camera, and the technology's better now. I'm like, you know what, why not? Fuck it. And I've been having fun with it, and I made it my own thing, and I'm enjoying it, and, like, you know, yeah. I have a fuckload of sushi rice. I eat like really nice sushi rice. I get good rice, man. I eat the bougie rice because I hate shitty rice and I hate brown rice, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. But leave the corpos behind, embrace the blorbos. I mean, corporate's whatever. I mean, that's what it is. Streamers are the same way, right? You got your corporate streamers, you got your non. But it's fine. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just, you know, doing your thing and figuring it out. But yeah, have I had Mexican rice? I feel like I haven't. Probably not. Yeah, definitely not. Probably not authentically anyway. Jasmine rice isn't bad, but I only like jasmine rice with like a meal that's very strong in flavor. Because I don't know why, but jasmine rice is like the plainest of plain rice that I've had so far. I can't wait for the 3D VTuber model when it's done. Yeah, I actually tinkered with that today. Connor helped me out with that. I need to do a bunch of like adjustments on it, but I got it in a program and I was moving around with it and it was quite fun. It's a little jank, but that's okay. That's more the camera and the program than the model. The model's great, but I do need to do a bunch of tweaks on it and like figure it out. I feel bad because like Veden did that out of the goodness of their heart, which is crazy to me. I'm still sitting here just like, like I'm like scared, but like I'm like, okay, I need to like figure this out, and I don't want to like pester them after they did something of their own volition, right? Like it's just like it's like I want to use it because they put a ton of effort into it. It looks amazing, but at the same time, I don't want to bother them because I didn't pay for it, and I don't want to be like give them extra work. You know, it's like it's a double-edged sword. But I'll get it figured out. I have friends. 100 bits from Kai Chaos Tempest. Also, Monty, I'm going to my first con this week. Oshi Uplink. It's in Toronto. Any advice that I should do apart from the con there? As someone who clearly lives in Toronto has not actively said they live in BC, you should be the best person to help me. I don't know. I think going to the CN Tower is fun. I remember enjoying the CN Tower, but it's kind of a tourist place, you know what I mean? But it's still a cool place. Don't go to like full-on downtown Toronto. It smells like fish and piss. And they try to be New York City, but like sugar-free. But the CN Tower is, I remember going to the CN Tower and enjoying that. Beyond that, I don't really know. I'm sorry. I haven't been there in a while. That's the other issue. I've heard like there's like Chinatown's pretty good. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while, like I said, but yeah. There's lots of cool places. There's some good nerd stores actually. There's like, if you like used games, there's a couple good used games stores and there's a lot actually in Toronto. So definitely check that out. But yeah. And while you're at the con, make sure to stay hydrated and get sleep. That's my piece of advice for cons. Stay hydrated. You know, make sure you're not just drinking water. Make sure you're getting some electrolytes in you because you're going to be doing a lot of moving around. There's going to be a lot of excitement. So just, you know, be sure. Oh, yeah, the Toronto Zoo's good, too, as well. That's a good piece of advice, too. God, I haven't been there since I was, like, literally, like, 10 years old. Oh, man. Yeah, it's the struggle of you gave it to me for free, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's, like, it's just, like, especially on the technical side, because I'm a bit of an idiot. And I don't want to, like, be like, oh, thank you for making this thing. Welcome to now having to guide a grandma through really complex programs. This is your reward. Yeah, it feels kind of crummy. But I'll work on it. I have friends in the wings who offered to help even, which was super cool. So eventually we'll get it. Eventually we'll get it, and I can't wait to use it. That's going to be really, really cool. I'd like to get it set up with VR, too, so maybe we could do, like, some VR hangouts or something like that. Yeah, I'm in BC and going to bed at 5 a.m. Well, your time zone's going to get, from BC to Ontario, your time zone's going to hop 3 hours, so have fun with that. You're going to get jet lagged, so just, you know. Oh, man. All right, chat, you're here. You ready for me to get into this shit? This is gonna be like 90% like me talking about getting to this game, and then the last 10% is gonna be me getting into the game. Like, I hope you're ready for this shit. I'm laughing now. I wasn't laughing then. I in fact was not laughing then. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's get to it. So, let me put this down. This was my second to last league match for my Warhammer League tournament, which felt like it went by like a blur. It's weird how like March and April has felt endless, and yet it feels like all of my Warhammer games were like an angel's kiss, like a mwah, just gone to the wind. The nicest thing is that every army I've played has been different. Like, every single army I've played has been a different army. Even though I played Space Marines twice, I played Space Wolves, and I played Raven Guard, which are pretty opposite, to be honest. Hey, Infinite Kitty, hello. So, the second to last week, this is the match. This is my second to last match I'm talking about. Basically, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, what's the word? Hold on, my brain, I'm stupid. What's the word? When you get paired with someone. Oh, pairings, I'm an idiot. Okay, I got paired with a Drukhari player. Now, for anyone who has seen my previous Backlog vlogs, you will remember the tournament where I slipped on my ass. At that tournament, my second opponent was a person running all Eldari bikes. It was an entire list of Craft World Eldari, and they were all on bikes. This was that same opponent, and his army this time was Drukhari. Arranged marriage is when you get paired with somebody. Oh, thank you, Shell. Thank you. Yes, it was the bike guy. However, he was not running Craft World Eldari. He was running Drukhari. And I was like, sick. I want to see a Talos Pain Engine. Because that's my favorite Drukhari model in the line, is the Talos Pain Engine. Because it's so fucking cool. So I'm like, okay, cool. My next opponent's running Drukhari. That's going to be different. They're going to be squishy. They're going to be glass cannon as fuck. So I message my opponent, and I'm like, hey, like, here's the days I'm available. Like, what day works for you? We can figure it out. And bless my opponent's heart, this has happened multiple times, chat. My opponents are like, hey, you can come over to my place and we can play in, like, my basement or the garage. And I have to be like, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I'm like, I can't willfully go to a secondary location, right? Like, that's not safe, and I can't do that, which is a pain in the ass. God, this is where being woman is such a fucking debuff, man. Because it's just like, people are like, oh, just come over to my place, we can just play there, and I'm like, I can't do that, I'm afraid, for safety reasons. You know what I mean? And they're not, like, no one's being creepy, like, no one's being weird about it. It's just like, I can't make a habit out of it. Yeah, it's not safe, and, like, even though the people are nice, I'm like, and I've told them, like, listen, I know you're not gonna stab or kill me, but, like, unfortunately, it's just, I have to do that. But, on the flip side, I'm like, hey, but I am willing to play at any game shop you want in town, because my town has probably, like, 4 game shops in it, which isn't bad. 2 of which, one is more of a card shop and the other one's more of a video game shop. And then we have 2 that are like kind of like hobby and card and all the kit and caboodle. So basically, I was like, hey, I'm willing to go to whatever game shop you want, as long as it's obviously like a public game shop. There's gonna be like, you know, I'm not gonna get stabbed, basically. So there are, like I said, there are 4 game shops. 2 of them are kind of in like this like middle of the town industrial area. One of them is near like a shopping plaza, and the last one is downtown. Now, something you need to know, chat. This is so stupid. My local town, the game shops have some Game of Thrones like fucking political rivalries here. It is some high school level, keeping up with the Kardashians, like Game of Thrones-esque shit that I do not care about whatsoever. This is my bar, chat, for a game shop. Hey, am I gonna get harassed or killed? No? Cool. Good game shop. Like, so my expectations are at the floor. However, I'm like, I prefer not to go downtown, mostly because I hate driving downtown. And it's, again, the shop that's downtown, very nice, very clean, beautiful, good stock of minis, to be honest with you. Very, very good stock of minis. But it's downtown. Not only is it downtown, it's near, like, Crackhead Alley. Like, it's near, like, It's near where Murder Alley is. Not next. It's not like it's not in it. It's just nearby. It's not as bad as I'm making it out, but it's still not a place I like to go. Anyway, so I present to my opponent. I'm like, hey, like I'm willing to play at a game shop. I don't blame him at all. This was totally valid because he worked near it. He's like, he chose the game shop downtown, and immediately I'm like, fuck. Shit. I'm like, I don't want to drive downtown right now. So it's worth pointing out, chat, now that the snow and ice is gone, people are driving like maniacs. Now that there's no inhibitions in the form of snow and ice, everyone's like, oh, we can just Mad Max this shit. So driving is more of a battle. It's been really bad lately. Anyway, so I am like, okay, I'm willing to go downtown. I'm like, here's my plan. So oh my goodness, Daniel Bonin. Oh boy, Monty, I can't wait for Dad Space characters to be added to Tomodachi. Dude, I want to play Pragmata so bad. But I also need to paint my army for a tournament. Curse you! Curse you, Blackfoot Ferret! But also, thank you. Anyway. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I need to go downtown today. I'm gonna be stressed out of my gourd because every time I drive downtown, I get stressed out of my mind. Like, the first time I drove downtown by myself, I had to pull over because I was, like, freaking out. Oh, man.
Thank you.
I guess no matter where you live, there are always fools that don't know how to drive depending on the weather. Yep. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%. At least my town, it's not like LA. LA is like, try and survive. My town is just like, you better be paying attention or else you're gonna die. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, I have to go downtown. Every time I go downtown, I get really stressed out. I'm like, here's my battle plan, okay, chat? Here's my battle plan. Step 1, we're gonna leave 2 hours early. Because if I have time, I won't feel as stressed, okay? Now, oh, right, there's another element to this. Hold on. Before we get into that, let me summarize something else. So the other thing I had to do, because I'm like, okay, I need to go downtown. And I was like, there's a business downtown that they do like 3D printing services, basically. And I got like some basing material 3D printed for a armature I want to do. I want to do a Dark Angels armature and make it look really, really cool. But I basically asked them to print me off something for that. And they were like, hey, we have it. Except for they finished it before I got super sick. If you recall me getting sick a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, they finished it at the beginning when I was ill. So I haven't picked that up yet. And I messaged the owner of the business. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm going to be downtown, you know, on the 24th. Like, can I pick this up then? Like, can I swing by your business and pick this thing up? Because you've been sitting on it for like weeks. And the owner's like, yeah, I'll be in. Like, I'll be in the afternoon so you can swing by and you can pick it up. And I was like, sweet, awesome. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, step 1, we're leaving 2 hours early. Step 2, we're going to go to Booster Juice and we're going to get a smoothie. So that way I have something in my stomach because I'm going to be anxious. Step 3, we're going to go to the 3D printing place and we're going to pick up the piece that we need. And then step 4, we've got hours to find parking. We're going to park. And then if we get to the game shop early, wonderful. We can literally sit down and just read Horus Heresy 2, Electric Boogaloo. So that's my plan, chat. My plan is sound. My plan is good. Right? Good plan. Good plan. So that's my plan. I'm coping so hard right now. 2 hours. I have 2 hours to get downtown. So, I pack up my nights. I pack up my sheets. I pack up, all my stuff that I need. Now, I have a little car that I love and adore called Little Car, and I love it to death. I have my nights in like a big like Tupperware bin, you know, like I have like a big Tupperware bin. I have a baking tray at the bottom, which I have Velcroed to the bottom of the bin so that they can be removed later. Basically, I have a giant baking tray. All my nights are magnetized at the base, so I just clack them to the baking tray, and I put them in this bin, and I put the bin in the back. And then I put, like, I have my castigator, my big cool knight with the wings. That goes in a box, which I then put in the passenger seat, and I put the seatbelt over it to protect it. That is my passenger princess, is my Sarassus Knight castigator. Goes in the passenger seat. So, that is what I do. I load it up, and I get in my car, and I put on my sunglasses, and I'm like, sweet. I have 2 hours. Let's go get a smoothie. So I go down, I get a smoothie, and I'm like, hell yeah, sweet, smoothie. And I'm like, okay, we're going to take my favorite road. We're going to go down, you know, basically through this road that goes by the mall, which will lead me to downtown. I got an acai smoothie. I think in Booster Juice it's called an acai avalanche. I think it's like I can't remember exactly, but it's got like a lot of berries in it. Can I say something controversial yet brave, chat? I think I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. I hate smoothies with bananas in it. Because no matter what, if you get a smoothie with a banana in it, congratulations, you have a banana smoothie. I don't know what it is about banana, but it is a hostile fruit when you combine it with other fruits. It takes over, man. So I don't like banana smoothies because they all just taste the same to me. But I got an acai smoothie, which is like a fruit. Banana emotes. I like bananas. I do like bananas, and I will have a banana smoothie, but I prefer, like, non-banana smoothie when I buy a smoothie. But yeah, I get in my car, and I'm driving, and I'm going grandma speed, chat, because I drive like a grandma. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this road down near the mall, and basically, what you need to know is that there is a intersection, near my mall, where basically we have two, like, should I diagram this shit? Chad, do you need a diagram? I can diagram this shit, but, man. Hopefully I can describe it. I'm gonna describe it. It would be appreciated. Alright, fine. Only because Nocturnus Artemis asked. And they're a good child. Alright, hold on. Hold on. I gotta make you small, chat. I gotta make you small. Puppet show, let's go. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you guys want a puppet show? Whoop. Hold on, I gotta move chat. Chat. Oh, there we go. There you go, chat. Alright, let me pull up paint here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, ready, chat? Perfect music transition. Alright, here we go. So, let me show you the road, okay? I'm gonna try my best to recreate this. Alright. Alright, so... how do I draw a road? You know what? Hold on. I know how to draw a road here. Welcome to Arts and Crafts. I hope you enjoy. No, that's not what I wanted. How do I fill? Why did they change paint? Where's the bucket? Ah! Oh, well, okay, hold on. Road. And road. Alright. This is the best way I can do it. Oh god, I cannot... Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Alright. So, basically, here's my car. I'm just gonna draw my little car. We have a road here, alright? This is a 2-lane road. So there's lines in between, okay? And it, like, curves off this way. And then this goes this way. And there's a solid piece of fucking shit right here. On the other side of the median, there's another road that goes this way. And to make things even more complicated, there's a crosswalk that goes across both of these. Alright? So does that make sense, chat? Are things making sense so far? Yes. Okay. We're about to make it a bit more complicated. So, there is... You turn off here to go to the mall. However, because this is 2 lanes, there is 2 lanes of traffic here. Right? So this goes here. This goes here. There is a yield sign right here for people coming from this direction, all right? Now, I'm in my little shitty car, which I will denote with this little graphic that I'm gonna make, okay? This is my little shitty car. So I am driving grandma speed down this road, and I'm going this way because this is the way downtown. So I'm driving, no pedestrians, I'm driving, and I'm going here, right? Okay? Now, here, we're gonna draw Dickhead next. Shit, no, move here, okay. We have Dickhead in this truck. This is Dickhead. So Dickhead is over here, right? And he's coming from here, okay? Now, he's supposed to... Now, clearly, as you can tell, he's supposed to yield. Right? There's a yield sign here. And he comes up normal speed. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna stop. Right? Because it's very obvious that I'm on my way. He even moves slowly. And then I don't know what possessed him, chat. I don't know what possessed him. He decides, as I'm about here... to just pull out right here. And I slam on the brakes because I'm about to T-bone him. Right here. And he rips out. He had a sign and you didn't, so he should have yielded, and yet, yeah. He didn't even stop. He just ripped. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. So he just burst forward. I nearly T-boned him. And I hit the brakes. Because obviously I don't want to T-bone him. So I hit the brakes. I didn't honk, no. Whenever I'm in like an emergency driving situation, I'm too focused on surviving. I don't hit the fucking... I didn't hit the horn. It's the second time that's happened too. I had a guy ran a red light in front of me. That happened once as well, and it was like, holy shit. So, I hit the brakes. Immediately. I almost T-boned the guy, and I hit the brakes. Okay, the reason, like, I'm so bad. I really need to honk more. I'm not in a... This is so fucking sad. I'm not a... Like, I don't want to start a fight. Like, I don't want to, like... I'm so focused on, like, okay, live, and then I get scared afterwards that I'm just like, I don't want to pick a fight. But I hit the brakes, and, like, this, oh god, I just remember the feeling. I hit the brakes, and I listen, and I hear as in the back of my car, the bin that had my knights in it flips over. It rolls from the back of my, like, the back of my car. It flips over and, like, rolls into the side of the passenger seat. And I immediately hear, like, you know when you hear something and you just know it got broken? Like, you just hear it and you hear, like, a or something and you're like, oh, no, 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 no. I hear the most awful sound in that bin, and immediately, like, my heart is in my throat, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I just broke my army. I just broke my fucking army. And so I still have to drive. Like, I immediately, I'm like, focus on the road, focus on the road, focus on the road, focus on the road. Like, I talk to myself when I drive a lot, and I was like, focus on the road, focus on the road, focus on the road. And I'm trying to find, like, a calm, like, a piece of calm to, like, pull over eventually, like, traffic was nuts, dude. No one behind me, but, like, the case got funded, Death by Chair. Chat was very generous, and I appreciate that a ton. But, like, I'm driving, right? And I'm like, okay, I need to pull over, I need to pull over, I need to pull over. But I'm in, like, the left-hand lane. I can't pull over anywhere. And I'm like, okay, here's the plan. We have 2 hours. Let's, like, because the library, our local library is on the way to where I'm going. I'm like, let's go to the library. Let's pull over there. We can park, and we can get out, and we can breathe. And we can assess the damages, and we can just sit down, and we can just drink our smoothie, and just, like, you know, just, because when I get really nervous driving, it's, like, I get really flinchy, and, like, I get a lot of anxiety, and it's not ideal, but, oh, man. Yeah, I hope it gets in time for the tournament. That would be really, really good. So I'm driving, and I'm like, okay, let's get to the library. It's a left-hand turn. It's like, it's a place I know, and, like, it's private, and if I need to cry, I could cry. So I turn into the library, I go in, and I turn off, and I park my car, and I get out of the car. Like, I remember opening the door and just, like, leaning, like, unclipping my seatbelt and, like, leaning forward, like, breathing in my car. I was like, oh. And I get up, I pop the hatch, open up the back seat, and I grab the bin and I slide it towards myself. And it's like, you know, in Christmas when you're, like, excited to open something to see that's inside? This was reverse Christmas, chat. This was like hell Christmas. Also, Zanwin, thank you so much again. Thank you. Oh my god. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl or who. I didn't see the person. I was, like I said, I was too caught up in the moment of, like, hey, let's not die or get in an accident, basically. Yeah, the dread of unknown damage, because it sounded bad. I could hear how bad it sounded. So I slid the bin to myself, and I'm like, because my Acheron and my Lancer were in there too. Those are like $200 Canadian models, and I'm like, oh no, 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 no. So I open the lid, and I have my game chat. You're like, another detail, I'm gonna have my game in like the next couple hours. Like, I'm like, fuck, I broke my army. So I lift up the lid, 3 broken armatures. Thank God, chat. My Lancer and my Acheron, I got like industrial magnets for those. Thank God I did. They were undamaged. Like, oh my God, it was such a relief. But I broke 3 armatures. I broke the Space Wolf armature. I broke the Ultramarine armature. And I broke the One Wing Angel. Grass Kicker, the White Scar armature was fine, and hilariously, the Imperial Knights, or Imperial Fist, sorry. The Imperial Fist armature was also fine, which, looking back, is pretty funny. Like, in the moment, I was stressed out and I didn't appreciate it, but I was like, of course, it's kind of funny that the Imperial Fist one was probably the most unscathed. But, yeah, 3 broken armatures. The Ultramarine one was very fixable. It was fine. It, like, lost an armor piece, and, like, one of its guns, like, fell off on top of it. Weirdly enough, the bird didn't fall off. I figured that would have broken off. The wolf was completely broken off of its base. Luckily, it was that one. Oh, yeah, and it lost its, it had, like, a shield on its shoulder that fell off. So, again, but fixable, right? Just re-glue it on the base and then fix the shoulder. That's doable. And chat, the One Wing Angel, the champion of my army, broke into 3 pieces. It lost its wing. It broke off of its base, and I think it also lost an armor panel as well. But again, all fixable. So I looked at it, and I assessed the damage. Oh yeah, and woman! You'll see woman when we go over my battle report. My Ministorum Priest woman, she broke as well, because of course she did. But she just broke off of her base. So I was like, okay. This is all very fixable. This is all very fixable. It still sucks, but it's like, it is fixable. So what I did is I had like a reusable bag, because I had a blanket covering my back of my car, just because I don't want people to see what's in the back of my car. And I had like a reusable bag, and I just took the broken pieces and I just kind of wrapped them in that, and I put it back into the bin, and I, you know, sealed up the bin, and I took a moment. I'm just like, I just sat and just breathed for a little bit and just calmed down, because I haven't even hit downtown yet, chat. That's the part that like makes this all messed up. I haven't even hit the part that I was stressed about. I haven't hit downtown driving yet. So, if it was resin, it would have shattered. Yeah, 100% death by chair. If it was resin, that would have broken into pieces, and that would have been a nightmare. So as much as GW plastic is questionable, it's at least resilient, and that's, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of why I like plastic models better than resin. For specific things, because like it's more durable, really. At the end of the day, it's more pliable, so if you drop it, it's not gonna shatter to pieces. So I'm like calming down. I'm like, okay, I'm calmed down, I'm good. I had some of my smoothie. I'm like, but I'm like, fuck, I didn't pack any glue. Bad mistake, chat. The black putty on your throne, would that have helped in fixing your miniatures if that hopefully doesn't break it? The black putty. Oh, that's for like kit bashing and stuff. That's like a two-part, like that's a UV resin epoxy kind of. You can use it to sculpt things. So that wouldn't do it. It required glue. Which I don't have on my throne because it's not a very good thing to mail, is glue. But, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm an idiot. I didn't pack glue, which I usually do. I usually pack, like, I actually have it next, hold on. I have it here. I have emergency glue. I didn't pack it because I was a stupid moron. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, maybe the game shop will have glue I can borrow. And I was like, maybe if I have to, I guess I'll have to buy glue at the game shop, which would suck because I don't know how expensive like glue is where you guys are at, but like good glue for like miniature and hobby stuff is like, it's like $20 for like a bottle. It's expensive, dude. Hi, Skeleton Alpha. How are you? Yeah, I appreciate it, but yeah, that one's more for like kit bashing and stuff. Yeah, it depends on the glue as well. But like for those, it needs to be not plastic glue. It's not Games Workshop glue. That's plastic glue. This is Zap-A-Gap. Zap-A-Gap is what I use. It's good. It's concrete. It's great. I've never had many issues. I haven't had issues with it, so I like Zap-A-Gap. It's good. And a little bottle like this, while it is expensive, it lasts a while. Oh, actually, it wasn't terribly expensive. It was $12.99, so with tax, that would be about 15 bucks. That's actually not bad. Yeah. It's about $15. Anyway. So I'm like, okay, I need to fix my model. But then I remembered, chat. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm going to, like, a 3D printed place. They're gonna have, like, glue, like, hobby glue, probably. Which should work to, like, you know, glue stuff back to their bases. So I'm like, okay. Let's get back in the car. Let's get downtown. Let's get to this, like, 3D printing business, basically. The business. So I get in my car, and I'm like, okay, we still have time. We still have time to get to my game. We still have plenty of time. And I need to find this business. Now, this business I had been to once before with Heartsy, actually. They acted as my navigator because I have an N. You're not allowed to use your phone in your vehicle at all for any purpose when you have an N. You cannot use any auxiliary technology. The only other thing, like, okay, slow down, girl, Jesus. So when you have an N, which is like a license here in BC, you cannot have any hands-free devices. This includes, like, cars that have those, like, monitors in the middle, GPSs, obviously phones. You're not allowed to use any of them. The only exception is you can use your phone during an emergency. So if you're in an emergency situation, you can use your phone to call 911, right? So I can't look up the address and follow a GPS. So I have to basically navigate like the ancient pilgrims, which is try and remember where it was. I had a general idea. I was like, it's around here. Now, chat, I'm gonna paint a picture in your mind, okay? I want you to imagine diesel punk, ramshackle building diesel punk, okay? With, like, chain link fences and barking dogs. Industrial diesel punk chain link fence, ramshackle building, just, you know, boarded up windows. Did I use the stars for navigation? Yeah, dude, in the middle of 2 p.m. When you get your full license, you can use a GPS, yes. But I don't have my full license. I only have an N. So, I'm driving around, and I'm trying to find this business, and I'm like, I remember, it's like a white building, and I don't, the inside of the business is great. The outside of that building, it looks, with respect, it looks like a crack den. It looks real bad, chat. It doesn't look friendly at all. So I'm driving, but you drive, what do you mean full license? So, okay, let me explain licenses really fast. So in BC, there's 3 licenses. 1, there's learners. So a learner license is basically you are a learning driver. You cannot drive by yourself. You have to have with you in the passenger seat a other individual who has a full license, basically. Someone who has their full license and who's had it for multiple years. You cannot drive alone when you have an L. You cannot do that. It's like a learner's permit, but there's a lot of restrictions. Like, you can't drive without a person there. You also can't drive during certain hours. And then up from that is the N license, which basically you can drive by yourself, but there's restrictions. 1, like I mentioned before, you can't have hands-free devices. And 2, I can't drive more than 1 friend at a time. So I'm allowed in my vehicle 1 friend, and the only thing I'm allowed unlimited numbers of people for is family. So I can have an unlimited amount of family in my vehicle with me, but I cannot have more than 1 friend who is not related to me. This is mostly for people trying to get their licenses to drive their children to school. Yeah, it stands for novice driver. Yeah. And then, after the N, you get your full license, basically. So, yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. It's different everywhere, but that's how they do it here. So, I'm driving. I'm trying to find this business, and I'm, like, stressing out. Because of course, chat. Because of fucking course. I'm driving. I'm, like, gripping the wheel, and I'm, like, looking for this business. And then guess what comes up behind me? But I'm gonna get so mad. It's always a truck, dude. It's always the fucking pickup truck drivers. This dude in a white pickup truck starts tailgating me as I'm driving downtown trying to find this business. And it's like, and at that point, I'm trying to find a place to pull over to let this fucking dickhead go by me. I'm driving, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy, I can't even see, like, he's so close. I can barely see. So I'm driving, and I'm like, okay, find a place to, like, pull over. We'll park, and we'll let this guy come in. Like, we'll let this guy go, and then we'll just double check where the address is, and then we'll try and, like, figure out where to go. So I pull over in front of this, like, sketchy-ass, like, industrial pipe thing. I check my phone for the address, and I'm like, okay, I'm literally, like, 1 road over to the left. So I back out. I have to go over fucking train tracks. It's like, there's so many signs. Chat, okay, no, I'm popping off about this. No, I'm popping off about this, right? Music's off right now. I'm popping off about this right now, okay? Actually, I'll play it. Here's the thing. Every this is why I hate driving downtown. Every intersection is different. Every intersection downtown is a different, like, You come up to an intersection, you drive up to an intersection. What's the intersection gonna be? Are we hitting a 4-way stop? Do we have a blinking red light? Oh no, we have an actual light. Actually, this one has a straightaway on one side. By the way, don't turn right here, you're gonna hit a one-way. It's like a Mario Kart. When you get the item box and it like, and you get your random item, that's what driving downtown is like. Every intersection is like a random item. Are you gonna get a banana peel? Or are you gonna get a 3 shell? What are you gonna get? Don't fuck it up or you go to jail. Oh my god, dude, I hate it so much. Anyway, I'm not gonna harp on that because that's all downtown. God damn it. Anyway. To drive on this road, you must sacrifice your emergency goat. I hate it, dude. It's if you're used to the area, it's fine. Like Darcy has no problem. She worked downtown, and like other friends I know work downtown, and they're fine. But like, you know, I go downtown like once every 3 to 4 months. I don't go downtown that often. So I'm driving. I'm going, and I'm like, okay. The business is around the corner. And I'm sweating at this point, chat. Like, I already had a car accident. I just got tailgated. I'm stressed out of my gourd. I find the business and I'm like, oh my god, thank god. And I have like probably like an hour, like I want to say like I had about an hour left to go. That's where we're at, right? I left 2 hours early. I have about an hour left. So I pull up and I park, chat, in front of the business. And I'm like, sweet. I get out of my car. I'm in like diesel punk Cracked-in alley, like, road. There's like a, you know, it's fine. It's got character, but it's a little spooky. I get out, I lock my car, and I'm like, I swear to god, if someone breaks it and steals my broken knights, I'm gonna lose my mind. I walk up to the business, and I'm like, okay, thank god, I made it here. I can pick up this thing now, finally. I went through all this trouble. Like, I wandered around, I want to say, for like 10 minutes trying to find this fucking building. Until I pulled over and I just, like, got the guy from behind me out and then looked it up. So I walk up to the business. I'm like, da-da-da-da-da. I walk up. I grab the door. I grab the handle. It's locked. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Don't you dare. I did not just get tailgated for 4 or 5 blocks. No. So I go on Discord because I communicated with this guy on Discord and I'm like, hey, I'm at your business. And I sit in my car, I have my smoothie, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna read Horus Heresy. So I sit down with Horus Heresy, and I just start reading. And because I messaged him on Discord, and he's like away. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just like waiting for about 5 minutes. And then he comes out. He's like, hey, I'm here. And I'm like, oh my god, thank god, Jesus Christ. I'm like, okay, he's here. Huh. So I walk in, he gives me the thing that I bought, and I'm like, sweet, awesome. And I was like, hey, I can pay you, like, money if you want, but do you have glue I could borrow? And he's like, sure, like, what do you need? And I'm like, oh, I need, like, non-plastic glue, like, I need, like, the resin glue. And he's like, okay, he's like, well, I have glue, but there's a problem. And I'm like, oh, great, what's the problem? And he's like, oh, well, the lid is, like, stuck to itself. So, like, I can open it, but you're gonna have to apply the glue with, like, a toothpick. And I'm like, I've worked with worse. I'll make it work. So I grab my bin, I load it into his business, and I sit down with him, and we're talking about stuff, we're shooting the shit, and I'm, like, fixing my armatures. And I fixed them, chat. I took the time, and I fixed them, so I was like, oh, thank god, they're on their bases. Like, they're fine. I might need to, like, fix the one-winged angel a different time, because it was kind of a temporary fix, but I'm like, okay, they're fixed. It should be fine. You know, I do that for a while, and then I'm like, hey, I hate to leave, but I'm like, okay, I have, like, I want to say I have, like, 45 minutes at this point left. I'm like, okay, I'd love to sit and chat, but my game is in 45 minutes, and I want to get parking. And the guy was like, yeah, no, absolutely, take care, thank you so much. And I'm like, yeah, thank you so much. I load in my bin. I'm like, okay, my models are fixed, they're dry, they're glued, everything's good. And I'm like, sweet. Okay, now comes the part that I'm not looking forward to. So this game shop, this downtown game shop, is on a road that is fine, except for one thing, okay, chat? The road, when you go from not downtown down this road, it is near Murder Alley. Yes, it is near Stab Gut Alley. However, the thing that I was most concerned about was that if you drive down the road, you better find parking. Because if you don't find parking by the time you reach the end of this road, congratulations, welcome to the only one-lane road in the entire town. And you're trapped on a one-lane, like, road, which means you have to then loop around all the way around downtown to then reestablish yourself at the beginning of the road to then find a parking spot. So my goal was, okay, we're gonna go down this road and we're gonna hope to God we find a parking spot. If not, we are gonna have to do the stupid, like, we're gonna have to pull into a business and turn around real awkwardly and hope we do not get in an accident. I hate driving downtown. I fucking hate driving downtown. So I am at the starting line and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go, and if I see a good parking spot, I'm gonna go for it. But here's the other element, chat. I don't want to park near Stab Gut Alley. I don't want to park near Murder Alley because I don't want to get murdered. So I'm like, okay, this is our sweet spot. We need to hit this sweet spot. If we go too far, we hit the one way and we have to loop all the way around and we're basically trapped in hell. So what the plan is, move down, go slow, see if we can find a parking spot. If we can't, pull in front of a building, turn around, and try again. So I'm like, if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get a good parking spot that's good. So I start, I start going down the little road, and I'm white-knuckling my steering wheel. Because also, to add, if the randomness of the intersections wasn't enough, people love to jaywalk, dude. People love to jaywalk. God damn. So I'm driving, and I'm like, do not run someone over, find a parking spot, do not get trapped in the one lane, or else we have to go all the way around to get back to point A. So I'm driving, and I'm like left and right, and I'm like, I'm driving, I'm holding my wheel, I'm like, okay, I need a line. And I drive, no parking spots, and I'm like, oh no. Oh, no. So I'm driving, I'm like, beep, 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 I'm driving down, and I'm like, I have to turn around. So I pull in to a not parking spot, and dude, my head's on a swivel. I turn out, I back up, and I go back the way I came. And I'm like, I need to find a parking spot. I drive, and like mercy from God. Like mercy from God. Someone pulls out from a parking spot directly across from the game shop. And I'm like, capitalize! I immediately, like, the person backs out and I'm right behind them like a vulture. I'm like, give me that parking spot. That's my parking spot. They leave. I gently drive my car in. And chat, you think the hell is over. Something good after all you went through that day. Oh, it was brief. As I park my car, chat, there's a fucking altercation happening where I parked, like in front of me. There's this lady and this guy, and they're having, I don't know the details, but this lady's like walking and she's holding like cigarettes and like a lighter, and this dude is like following her, and she's like, back off, like yelling at him. And I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? Like, do you need help? And she's like, back off, don't get in my face, back off, like yelling at him. And I'm just like, oh my God, what did I just park in front of? And the dude's like, whatever, man, fuck you, like, whatever, and like goes away. And I'm just sitting there like, I hate downtown driving. So I wait. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for both parties to be separate so I don't get like close to that. And I just sit there and I just drink my drink. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on. Eventually, like, they part, and I'm like, okay, let's get the hell out of here. So I get out of my car, I grab my bin with my fixed nights. At this point, I'm like, I want to say I'm like 30 minutes early. I go inside, and I walk up the nice nice store, by the way. Good selection of models too. They actually had like an ability to like buy and sell previously used models. It was very cool. They have like games, and there are people playing Pokemon, of course. I hadn't been there in a while. They had like board games. They had a good D&D section, really good like Sigmar section and paints and stuff like that. It's just they're downtown. That's like the thing that makes it so inconvenient. And then of course like the fucking Game of Thrones ass drama or whatever, which I don't care. Anyway, I get there and I'm like, hey, I have a game with Nicholas. I'm here, and they're like, oh, you're early. They're like, yeah, we can set you up in the room. I'm like, sweet. So they lead me into a room, which is like a private space. They like put 2 tables together and chat. Oh, it's beautiful. They have a couch in there, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna sit down on that couch and read my book until my opponent arrives. I'm like, that couch has my butt written on it. So I walk in, I put my bin down, and I'm like, oh, yes, hell yeah. You said Nicholas? I just looked around my room. Oh, is that your... Sorry. Sorry to the Nicholases in chat. My bad. So, I walk in, I put my bin down. The employee, like, rolls out a battle mat for us with the right name. I like the name Nicholas. Whenever before Monty came about, whenever I would have to play as a male character in a game, I would name them Nick. That's what I would name them. And now Monty exists, so it's kind of catch-all. But I get in, and I have my smoothie, and I have my army, and I sit down on the couch, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna read Horus Heresy. And I sit down, chat, and it was such a comfy couch, too. I start reading, and the book gets really, really good. Ladies' room in old buildings that have couches. Oh my god, so you and the girlies can sit! I love that. Shahalem, it's the best. It's great because it's usually where they used to have urinals, and then they replace them with like, seating areas. But Monty never let the golden couch, and it was a beacon for D&D and Warhammer fans for the gaming store. Oh my god. Chat, there's something so special about sitting on a nice couch reading a good book. Oh, amazing stuff. Anyway, I'm reading my book, and I'm chapter by chaptering it, and I'm stopping and I'm checking the clock, and I'm like, okay, it's 10-2. It's worth noting, all my previous opponents in the league so far, like, whenever we schedule a game, we usually show up, like, 15 minutes early to set up, so we can start the game at, like, our starting point. So we were starting at 4, and I was like, okay, like, usually we show up, like, 15 minutes to set up the train and stuff, but I'm sitting there, and it's, like, 10-2, and I'm like, my opponent's not here. Sorry, I'm gonna skip this out here. So I'm sitting, and I'm just like, my opponent's not here. I'm like, we have still 10 minutes, it's fine. I go back to reading my book, and then I look at the clock, and I'm like, it's 4 o'clock now. Where's my opponent? And I'm like, no. No. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. So it's worth pointing out, chat, the way I organize my games is on Facebook. I don't have Facebook on my phone. So I messaged someone else in the league. I messaged the person who 3D printed all those Hormigons, who's awesome, and he also hosts the day tournaments over the pub. Would it be interesting if he was the one driving the blue pickup? He was not, thankfully. Oh my god, he definitely was not. But I'm like, where are you? And so I message like a mutual like competitor in the league, and I'm like, hey, really hate to do this. Could you message Nick and let it like ask if he's coming? And I'm sitting on the couch, like, I was enjoying myself, chat, until I wasn't. I was like, and to be fair, I'm like, it just hit 4, but I'm like, I'm so used to my opponent showing up early that I was like, oh no, what's going on? And so I messaged that person, and then one of the employees walks into the room and is like, hey, so we just got a call from Nicholas. He got out of work late, so he's just gonna be late. And I was like, oh my god, thank God. Jesus Christ, chat. So I was like, oh, okay, thank God. I did not just go through hell, destroy half my army, like, park my car near Stab Gut Alley for him to not show up. Because I was like... You know when something happens, and you get, like, that flash half-second of pure raw rage? And you know, like, it's not Nicholas's fault that getting downtown was difficult. It's my own damn fault because I don't drive downtown enough. But, like, I had this flashpoint of just, like, unbridled rage. I'm like, don't you dare. But, like, eventually he showed up and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's fine, it's fine. He's like, you having a good day? And I was like, nope. I was like, nope. I am not having a good day, but maybe it'll be a good day. Chat. This is the cherry on top. Chat. Oh my god, chat. This is the fucking cherry on top. Hold on. He pulls out his army. And what does he pull out? But Drukhari. And I'm like, okay. I was like, I've never played Drukhari before. And he looks at me, straight in my eyes. And he goes, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, huh? Chat? He brought all anti-vehicle Drukhari. His list was all anti-vehicle. Anti-tank, anti-vehicle Drukhari. I drove downtown. I almost T-boned somebody. My army was destroyed. I got tailgated. I almost thought I got showed up. I had to park next to Stab Gut Alley to fight an anti-tank Drukhari list. God damn it! Well, that's not an issue. It's not like your whole army is all oh. Chat. That was some bullshit. But I'm not going down without a fight. Mama may have raised a quitter, but I'm not going down without a fight. I just realized again, chat, I forgot my book that had the score. But we shall begin now. The recounting. Let me pull you up, chat. There you are, chat. Oh my god. It's almost like he knew what army you had. In his defense, apparently running big monsters, I've seen it, chat. People in my town like to run big monsters, big vehicles. Like, a lot of big stuff tends to be the preferred method of playing the game. So, he's not misguided in building anti-vehicle stuff. Big stuff is meta. Yeah, it is. Oh my god. Alright, give me 2 seconds, chat. I'm gonna run and grab my book, and then we're gonna go over this match, okay? I will be literally 2 seconds. I'm just gonna run into my bedroom and run right back. Don't spam emotes! my god. Alright, I'm back. Are you guys ready for me to go through the match itself? I'm ready. Oh, god damn it, chat. Alright. So, thus begins the Drukhari match. Let me pull up my pictures here. I uploaded my pictures. Do I have... Oh yeah, here we go. There we go, chat. Blackfoot Ferret! Oh, you showed your face. Blackfoot Ferret. Oh my god. Blackfoot Ferret as I live and breathe. You son of a bitch. Okay. First of all, before we get into this, let me just say real quick. Given the experience of having half my army break, thank you so much, Messenger of Chaos and Zanwin, for helping fund that carrying case. I'm gonna feel a lot, because the thing is, I can strap that puppy in. That's gonna be really, really helpful. So, thank you so much. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you so much for gifting me Pragmata. I literally am like, where can I play this? I want to play it so bad, but my schedule's so full, and I need to figure out when I can play it. And I'm like, oh, I should play on my day off, but I'm like, I gotta paint models for my tournament. I'm running out of time. But thank you so much, Blackfoot Ferret. You know what's really funny, Blackfoot Ferret? I literally... I got ready for bed. I went to bed, and then my phone decided to notify me that you sent me a gift. And so I got out of bed, and I was like, what? Like, bleary-eyed. And I was like, what's this email? And I clicked it, and I was like, oh my god! So thank you so much. I want to play. I hope my computer can run it. That's the only thing I'm concerned about, but I really want to play it. It looks really fun. I'm a dad now. You are my dad. You're my dad. Boogie, boogie, boogie. All right, so let us get into the match, shall we? So, as you can probably tell, he brought the yacht club to the fight. We have incubi, fuck you laser rifles, anti-infantry boats. We got fuck you vehicle boat, fuck you vehicle boat, fuck you vehicle boat, fuck you vehicle boat, and fuck you vehicle boat. He's running Corsairs? Is this what Corsairs? These are like the ones that are like, you pick a bounty basically, and you make pain tokens. So, he deploys like 1/7 of his army. And I'm terrified, chat. I have just driven through hell and high water, and I am terrified. So my plan, he seems to be scared of me coming into melee. My plan is to capitalize on that and try and get into melee. So I put my Lancer in reserves. I actually used reserves this game. 'Cause strategy. So I put the Acheron out. I put the one with, like, you can see I fixed them here. That's the gun that fell off of the... This is the gun that broke off. The gun broke off here, and then an armor panel here broke off. And then the One Wing Angel lost that, and then lost that. I had to fix that. And then the wolf got completely knocked off of its base. It lost that, and then it got off of its base. But yeah. I did not use the Free Blade Company. God, I should have, though. But I was speedy. I went for Valor Strike Lance, which was really strong. I took the Oath of, I think Reap a Great Tally. I actually got my Oath off this game, which was great. I did Reap a Great Tally, and then I took, the benefit was 2 inch to move, and then 1 inch for advance and charge, which was very good. So I deployed pretty aggressively, because my plan in this was, like, they can't shoot me if they're dead. That was kind of my plan, was just, like, I should kill as much as possible. The problem is, they put everything in reserves, so you can't really kill what's not on the field. Chat, this game was an apology from Destiny. So, my first secondaries I got... I'm gonna try and take pictures of secondaries when they come up, if people have the cards, which is really helpful. my first primary and secondary, I have attempting target, which is basically control a point that the enemy dictates, and then recover assets, which basically, if I go out and I do an action on a point, I get recover asset points. So it's great because he has barely anything on the field, so I just go out and I just get a bunch of points for free, more or less. So, oop, here we go, this should show it. So basically, I sent this over, and I recovered assets. I sent this over to just threaten the middle, because this thing hurts. And I sent this one over for attempting target, and I captured it. And I got a ton of points from my first secondaries. And I was like, okay, points are good. Going for points is really good. Also, you can see my pink dice. My really bright pink dice that I bought years ago. So I'm like, okay, sick. Let's just kill as much as possible. Because if I kill more units than there are rounds, then I get my oath. And that means I get honored, and then I can give a bunch of buffs to everything on the field and my models themselves. Which is great. So my first turn is awesome. Super great. Really happy with it. My flowers are watered and my crops are crisp. He threatens back. He sends some shooty boys here. Now, this is important, chat. This is very important. You need to know about this bullshit. So he can mark a target, basically. And if he kills that target, he basically gets resource points that he can then spend to do more damage. So at the beginning of the game, he marks this armiger as his target at the beginning of his turn. For anyone who doesn't know, this is my White Scar armiger. It's called Grass Kicker because it's literally running on grass. My lore for it is it's a 12-year-old child is piloting this armiger, which is great, and I love her. So he pain targets this, and he's like, I want to kill this because if I kill it, I get a bunch of resources. All you need to know about Grass Kicker in this game is that the Emperor was with them the entire game up until the 3rd or 4th round. The children yearn for war. Dude, put a kid in a suit and they'll kill some stuff. Also worth pointing out, I didn't take a picture of it last time. Woman was here. Everyone say hello to Woman. This is Woman. Woman has one job. Woman is worth 40 or 30 points. Woman's job is to sit on the home objective and just sit on the home objective. That is Woman's job. I painted Woman in 1 hour. So that's Woman. Woman's fate in my games is never good. But that is Woman. I figured I'd share Woman with you all. I didn't take a picture last time. So I remembered this time to take a picture of Woman. Woman... So, again, I get shot to shit on his turn. This goes down to 1 HP. Grass Kicker goes down to 2. These things have 14 hit points, which is a lot. And I'm, like, sweating bullets, chat. That's really bad for me. It's already turn 1, and I've already lost, like, both of my Warglaves, which is bad. And then here's another angle of this. Everything shot child. Everything shot child, and it lived. Which was great. As you can see, the child lived with 3 HP. I thought it was 2, it's actually 3. Which, my opponent is like, shit. Like, they're sweating. And I'm like, why are you sweating? You almost killed 2 things. But it's actually not good. He's actually not killing efficiently. So it comes back to my turn. And I get... Sorry, it's sideways. I'll tilt my head here for you, chat. So I get Cleanse, which basically, if I'm within objective markers that aren't my home objective, if I perform an action instead of, like, shooting, I can claim it. And if I get 2 or more, I get more points. I also get Overwhelming Force, where each time an enemy unit that started the turn within range or of an objective is destroyed, I get a point. These are great for me, chat. I am getting really good secondaries because immediately there's a bunch of squishy models on objectives, and a bunch of them are within range for me to shoot. So I'm like, hot dog, this is great. Oh, wait, I did not take pictures. Hold on. Did I take pictures? I did take pictures. I ceased taking pictures. I was getting lost in the sauce. So, ignore the Lancer. We'll get into that later. Focus on this instead. So, I blow up everything here. Everything there dies. Which is great, because now I kill 2 units here, and I blow up this unit here, and I get cleanse over here with one of my armigers. I think it was, yeah. I get cleanse over here. I get cleanse over here. So I get 2 cleanses. And I get Overwhelming Force because I kill a shitload on them. I get both, basically. Now, my opponent decides to do something a little silly funny. He drops a ton of people here. A whole brick of incubi and a woman whose name I don't know. It's like a Drukhari woman who's got like whip hair. Her hair fell off. She fell on the ground and her hair fell off. So immediately, I respond on my turn by deploying my Lancer to protect woman. I deploy Lancer here to protect my home objective, because the last thing I need is these things coming in and killing my armigers. So I respond defensively with my Lancer, which I think maybe was the right play to make, because it ended up saving me quite a bit. This was a scary brick of enemies. Meanwhile, oh yeah, here we go. Meanwhile, I got this. I killed a bunch of stuff here, and I cleansed here and here. So it was great. Everything is molto bene. Very, very, very good. So I'm doing good for secondaries. And I'm actually doing really good for primaries, too. Because I'm holding, like, 1, 2, 3... Or, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and technically 5. Not really, it was Battle Shock. But, like, I was holding at least 4 points a turn. Which was really, really good. Yeah. Boom. So I was scoring a lot of points here, and this is all they had on the field. They started deploying boats, but they could not kill my guys. Like, it wasn't working out for them. Look at this cluster, man. I love it. Like, look at all of the knights on the field here. It's so fun. So, I'm surrounded on all sides. I got boats over here. I got people over here. I've blown up everything over here. There's a guy here who won't die. But and then there's a bunch of lads who show up to kill this. It's pandemonium, but it's going great. Also, check out this glam shot. Sorry. I wish I had a better camera. The lighting in the space was so nice, and it made my models look so cool. Like, look how cool that looks, man. Ugh. I love this night, man. I'm so proud of how this came out. Sorry to gush about my own thing, but I just really am like, I really like how it came out. So, that's turn 2. Turn 3, turns into, so chat, basically this happened. I was doing great. Let me see if I can find the score at the time into turn 3. Because we actually wrote it down. I was 43-12. Chat, I was winning so hard against this army. At turn 2, the score was 43-12. However, turn 3, was this. You'll see this graph here. Turn 3 was, there's a lot of fucking, this is what happened. Because my opponent was like, had enough of my bullshit, and called in the yacht club. Look at this shit, dude. They called in the yacht club, and was like, had enough of this shit. Like, uh-oh! So, yes. You wanna know what's crazy about this, chat? You wanna know what's wild about this? I fucking lived. The Acheron lived this. All of the firing from all of these anti-vehicle boats, it survived the turn. It took every single one of these, including the infantry, and lived. Rotate ion shields is goated, dude. Rotate ion shields is goated. Yeah, the Acheron, the meme, actually showing up, crazy. Actually insane. However, while things are going great for the Acheron, unfortunately, things are not going well for woman. Woman is not long for this world. As my opponent disengages from my Lancer and charges woman. I also learned I could do something called heroic intervention. I didn't know that was a rule. So I learned about heroic intervention, and the reason I learned about it is because I failed to do it with my Lancer when I could have saved woman. Chat, I failed to save woman. The Mechanicum didn't raise a quitter. Yeah, right? Unfortunately, woman did not survive that. Woman died a horrible, horrible death.
I love
Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. The common zero, they can switch the tier 1 stuff for 43 months. Oh my god. Yeah, she's about to become a new hood ornament. Exactly, chat. The failed heroic intervention is such a mood. I didn't fail it. I didn't know it existed. Chat, it wasn't that I failed the heroic intervention. I didn't know that was a thing I could do. I found it out after the fact where I couldn't do it. And I was like, well, shit. But now I know. What I need to do for next game, chat, is I need to print off, like, the standard stratagems. Like, heroic intervention and grenades and, like, all the other ones. I need to print those off and have those as a reference, so that way I know what I can do. Because it was definitely one of those things where if I knew I could do it, I would have done it, but I didn't know I could do it, so I didn't do it. And again, it's not my opponent's fault, it's just, I just didn't know. Oh, man. Women was not survived. This set back the Imperial equal rights by 3 months. Nah, equal rights, equal fights. Besides, this was, I don't know if this was a woman. I think this was a woman. This was like a named character lady. So it was some girl-on-girl violence. Which is fair game. Just don't get in between women fighting. It's scary. But yes, woman was not long for this world. On the other side of the board, this armature got absolutely dumpstered by these incubi. Which was, sad. No, it's good. It's funny, Common Zero. Equal rights, equal fights, dude. Also, I don't know why, but, like, my camera gets blurry here, like, found footage. Probably because what's about to happen is a full-on slaughter. Because, very quickly, you see a trend here. I get surrounded by a lot of melee dudes. I do survive reasonably. However, things quickly fall apart, chat. Very quickly they fall apart. I do manage to kill all of these things, though. So that was good. I did manage to kill everything there. But at this point, I've taken a lot of damage, chat. I have taken a ton of damage. And my knights are all at, like, single-digit health, which when they start at 28 is a big jump. So, not going well. The start was great. However, my secondaries start to get less and less good. And the gap between the score begins to change. By the end of round 3, the score is now 61 in my favor to 32. However, I would like to refer back to the chart, which is this, and you'll probably notice that this goes up. Because turn 4 is truly when shit hits the fan. I have freed up my corner. but stuff is still messed up. Worth pointing out, Grass Kicker is still alive. The child is still alive with 1 HP. So my opponent hasn't gotten their pain tokens. What's the point limit for the tournament? 2,000 points. All the stuff I played is 2,000 points, man. That's what, no one plays anything less than 2,000 points. Grass Kicker, the little trooper, has had things charged in it, has been shot several times, and refuses to die. And it's beautiful. I'm so proud. However, the Imperial Fist Armiger is turned into scrap metal. However, I'm no longer gummed up on the other end of the board, so I can start moving some shit around. Meanwhile, Armiger-chan is fighting the boats. I just run up and gum up the boats, because I don't really know what else to do. So I flamethrower a boat. I killed tons of boats with the Acheron. It was great. It was honestly wonderful. My Castigator's at low health, and this fucking named character walks up on it. It wants to kill both of these so bad. Look at this chat energy, chat. Look at this shit. Imagine having the audacity. And then imagine charging in to kill, you can even see it, 3 HP knight. Charging in to kill the 3 HP knight. And imagine succeeding and killing the 3 HP knight. Meanwhile, on turn 4, yeah, bad. I want it to blow up so badly, chat. That's why I want Free Blade. I want to explode so badly. I want to blow up so badly, chat. Oh my god, could you imagine? Could you imagine if I exploded here? Oh, right, he charged... Sorry, he killed Grass Kicker. And then these two came in to kill my Castigator. Which they did do. My last play of the game was to run and get this for points. But by the end, it was too late. My opponent beat me. Chat, are you ready for the score? I lost all my knights. I ran into the middle, killed his leader guy, caught this point, and got points. You can't explode when you want to. You just explode on, like, it's like a 50-50 shot you explode, which is really funny. Chat, this is my... Ugh. Chat, my score was 68. At the end of the game, at round 5, after getting tabled, and with the right secondaries, my opponent got the perfect secondaries for no models being on the map. And he won with a 72. That's a 4-point difference. Your girl is the queen of last place, chat. I am the queen of last place. I will never not be last place. But that was a really fun game, and I learned a lot. I didn't even get 69, I know. I should have been like, hey, can I have one more point? Just like, just for free. In the ranking, I am currently the only competitor with a no wins under my belt. Oh, it's so sad, chat. I am the last place queen. Mighty be my reign. This is the second match I've had that's been within like 5 points, chat. It's crazy. Oh my god. All things considered, against an anti-vehicle army, that's pretty good. All things considered. Oh my god. Oh my god. And you know what? Grass Kicker and the Promethean Dirge, which is the name of my my Acheron, is called the Promethean Dirge. They actually were the MPPs. MPPs? What the hell? MVPs of that game. They did very, very well. Maybe in the next tournament you'll get a bye and you won't have to... Thanks, Shell. Wow, what great... Thanks, you're really inspiring confidence. Maybe you'll get a bye so you just don't lose. Oh my god. Oh man. Promote Grass Kicker to Night Valiant. They're 12, guys. I love Grass Kicker though. Like, she hangs out at, what is it called? Chigoris? The planet where, Jagatai Khan is from, and Space Marines like her. She's just a kid, right? Little pilot kid. You're building up so much Warhammer karma. When the floodgates finally burst, you're gonna have a good game that the opponent's gonna be like, holy shit, I lost so hard, I have to eat my night. Om nom 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 nom. I don't want to win hard, though. It's not fun. Like, as much as I lost this game, it was kind of fun that it was so close. Because it made every decision, like, more, you know, something to learn from, right? Like, I think I should have been way more passive with my Ocaron. I should have probably retreated back and, like, gave myself more cover and stuff like that. Or, like, really focused and prioritized other things. I probably shouldn't have been so reckless, you know, in some places, and that's the only way you lose that is by being reckless and making mistakes and learning from them, really. Yeah, close matches are way better than curb stomps, 100%. That was the thing I was scared of when I showed up for my game. I'm like, oh man, I don't want this to be a curb stomp. And I felt bad for my opponent because he was rolling awful in like the first 2 turns. And honestly, the 3rd turn as well. Like, he was rolling really bad. Luck was not on his side, and I was like, every time he rolled, I was like, oh, I was like clenching my chest, like, I am getting away with murder right now. Chat, his army had me dead to rights. It was so anti-vehicle. He should have had me dead to rights, but it's just the dice weren't agreeing with him that day. We had a nice chat after the match, too. I asked him to, like, I'm like, hey, do you mind just walking me to my car? Because, like, yeah, there was an altercation outside, and, like, it's dark now, and I don't want to be, like, alone with this bin. Like, do you just mind? And he's like, yeah. He's like, no worries. And I was telling him, like, you know, thank you for letting me play at a game shop. I'm sorry if it was kind of inconvenient, but it's like, I have to do it for safety. And he's like, yeah. He's like, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? It's like, I don't want to be rude. You never ask a woman how old they are, but, like, how old are you? And I was like, oh, you know, I'm 30. And he looked at me like I had 3 heads. He's like, you're 30? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, I thought you were, like, 21 or 22. Chat, it's the 2nd time that's happened to me, where someone's just like, oh, you're like 21, right? And I'm like, I'm like a decade older. I guess I look good for my age. I'll take it. Yeah, and I guessed his age. I thought he was way younger too. I thought he was like my age, and he's like, nah, I'm like in my 40s. And I'm like, oh, you look good for 40 though. Like, you look very, very good for 40. I'm like, I pegged him at like 35. I'm like, you look like you're like 35, like mid to late 30s. And he's like, I'm like mid to late 40s. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'll take the compliment. I'll take it. Like, that happens a lot. When I reached like 17 years old, I think I just stopped aging like a vampire, basically. Because, like, when I was 17 and 18, everyone thought I was in my 20s because I was tall, right? I was pretty tall. And I don't wear makeup, so, you know, whatever. And then, like, now that I'm older, I'm, like, trapped in my 20s. I'm like Keanu Reeves. I don't age, I guess. But, yeah. Yeah, he walked me to my car, which was great. It was just across the street, but I was like, hey, you know, like, just let me go across the street. I got in my car, and I'm like, I'm going straight home. I'm like, I'm going straight home. I don't want to be downtown anymore. I want to drive right home. I want to go and sit down. And I canceled stream. Chat, the moment I got home, like, I had, like, this excited energy, but I was, like, tired. And I ended up hanging out with friends on a Discord call and, like, telling them about what happened. Because I was like, I gotta tell someone about my day. Because, like, oh, my God. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, it's crazy how young people look and how old they look when they're, like, a different age. Aside from the great hair, I still look the same even though I'm almost 40. You're entering your Silver Fox era, man. Do not underestimate the Silver Fox look. It is good. Oh. No, it's great. It was fun. It was really fun. The game shop was cool, too. They actually had like a bunch of secondhand Sylvaneth models, and I was like, ooh, but nah, I didn't want to do it. I guess now here's the part where I update on current list stuff. So in terms of current stuff, my next opponent I'm going to be up against Imperial Guard, which I'm very excited for. Now that I have like new knowledge under my belt, it's going to be a rematch, which will be good. I'm preparing for my tournament in May. I think it's around the 17th, I have a tournament. I'm trying to get my salamanders ready for that. I had like a really competitive list in mind, and then I presented my miniatures to a friend, and we workshopped the list up, and now I'm doing something kind of ridiculous, and I'm kind of excited for it. It's not gonna be efficient, but it's gonna be hopefully funny. We'll see. I just hope I can, like, put up a fight. I want to run my salamanders really, really badly, though. Because they're cool. I think next time I run my knights, I definitely want to... I think I want to go Freeblade. And I think I want to... I want to change the list up a little bit, I think. So, I want to try the Freeblade detachment. If I can't get my salamanders ready in time, I think my plan is that I will run the Freeblade detachment with my army list and just see how that goes. Yeah. I'm not very technical on describing what's going on. I'm kind of giving a rough summary of what's happening. I don't take notes because I get so absorbed in the games. And my point of going to these games is to play, right? Like, I try my best to take pictures and stuff, but sometimes I get lost in the sauce because I'm having so much fun. So, sorry, chat. Unfortunately, it's at your expense, but hopefully these summaries are pretty good. But yeah, I drove home right away. The drive home was very quiet. There's nothing to be freaked out about. It was immediately quiet and nice. Even for a Friday night, it was good. Still have to watch out for jaywalkers, though. But yeah, I got home and I just crashed that night. But yeah. In terms of other projects, right now, like I said, I'm working on painting and building my army. I actually reduced my painting. I have to paint 6 Blade Guard veterans, Agrax Agatone, Vulcan Heastan, a Brutalis Dreadnought, and a Land Raider Redeemer. Thankfully, I have an airbrush for the Land Raider Redeemer, so that's gonna be pretty okay. Agrax, Agatone, and Heastan are the two I'm actually the most concerned about. I want those to look really good. Might do some directional lighting on them. That could be kind of neat. And then the other thing, chat, because you're all evil and I hate you, points finger, we've been talking on my Discord about, like, Sigmar stuff. I'm not, like, going balls to the walls crazy. I'm not gonna immediately jump first into Sigmar. But I am kind of looking at Sigmar a little bit more because the scene here is also big. And hey, I'm enjoying Warhammer. I might as well look into Sigmar as well. And some of my, like, Gaius Ghost Paws is more into Sigmar as well. And I'm like, man, I really want to, like, I have a spearhead of Sylvaneth. And I'm like, oh, I kind of want to, like, maybe build. And I want to get an army that's, like, kind of fun to build and play more so. Because Sylvaneth, I'm like, I just want to paint them. But they're actually kind of hard to play. But I was looking at, looking at Stormcast Eternals, because I like Griffins. I was like, ooh, maybe Stormcast Eternals should be my playing army. But then I learned that they're actually really difficult to play, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe not. And I'm still probably going to. Like, I've been watching, like, videos about, like, the different factions and stuff like that, and, like, you know, like, the different undead courts, like the ghosts and stuff, and you know, which armies are, like, not super expensive and which ones are cheaper and which ones are, like, you know, good to paint and which ones are good to play. Not so much like good to play as in, like, you know, like they're winning everything, but, like, you know, fun to play or, like, good to learn and whatnot and whatnot. I'm annoyed, not in a bad way. I'm actually really interested in Slaves to Darkness. There's a lot of models in that line that I'm like, I really would love to, like, to paint. It's different than what I'm currently painting as well. Like, you know, dark, grim armor. You know, a lot of, like, cool knights on horses. Unfortunately, all of the spearheads right now are like shirtless barbarian men and women, which is fine. I mean, they're cool, but I want to paint like, you know, dark knights, like scary, big, intimidating dark knight kind of characters. There was a spearhead that they had that where it was like with a bunch of like mounted slaves to darkness knights and like you know like knights and like their thing and like a chariot, and I was like, oh sweet, that's perfect, but I can't find a box of it anywhere. It seems to be sold out everywhere. So oh well, I'll wait on it anyway. But I'm interested in Slaves to Darkness. Archaon looks so fucking cool. That's like a bucket list model, is Archaon. I've even starting like Warhammer and like Sigmar, I saw Archaon and I'm like, man, that's such a cool model. And like they released like this new like rider riding this like lizard that looks super cool, and there's like manticores, and it's like, oh, there's so many cool creatures and models and they look cool, but I'm tempering myself. I did, Facebook Marketplace is now ablaze with stuff, so I'm actually keeping my eyes open for Facebook Marketplace stuff. Someone actually posted a really good deal on, some Space Marines, so I actually ended up picking those up for, I think it was like 100 Canadian, which is like $65, $70 American. So I'm not pledging myself to the word bearers. Erebus is an asshole. I'm not liking him in my book right now. Do not spoil, but I'm mad at Erebus right now. I don't want to talk about it. I gotta read more, man. But yeah, I eventually I'd like to play Sigmar. My fear, chat, because this is the problem I had with 40k. My fear is that no one's playing low point cost games. That's been the biggest challenge getting more into like the tabletop side of things, is that the barrier for entry right now to get into them is that you need like 2,000 points. And that's a bit difficult. Like knights, I can figure it out with my knights, and like with my Space Marines I've been like collecting over the course of 7 years, but like, you know, I'm like, okay, maybe I play like 500 points, and then we go up to like 1,000, and then we go up to like 1,500, and then we go up to 2,000. Like, you know, slowly build our way up. But everyone's like 2,000 point armies, 2,000 point games, and I'm like, can we just do like, can I do Kill Team, please? I really wish Kill Team was bigger here. That's like probably my biggest like, God, I wish. I love Kill Team. Kill Team's so fun. I was talking to my friends, and like, you know, I was talking to like Warhammer people I know, and I was like, man, it'd be so cool if I wish I had the knowledge and the intelligence to like host like my own leagues, like host my own like Kill Team league or something like that, like on Tabletop Sim or something in the community or wherever, with like friends or with whoever, and like just do like a for fun league. That would be kind of fun. But I don't have the knowledge or the experience to do that, and the annoying thing is it seems like it's going to be kind of near impossible to get that experience, which sucks, because I'm like, man, I'd really love to be like, I'd love to do like a narrative Kill Team thing. That'd be so fun. Like, you know, that'd be so cool. And then like, you know, like there's the only thing I would be scared of is like, one is like, how do you organize something like that, and two, how do we prevent people from being like super competitive, right? Because like the goal is not to win, the goal is to play and learn and have fun, which sounds like, you know, like everyone's having fun, we all get along, but like genuinely it's like, hey, I'd rather play and have like interesting outcomes and have someone come in with like a meta fucking Kill Team list or whatever and like try and you know, win the tournament or whatever. Like, you know, it's a pipe dream, but it's a real pipe dream. I think it's doable. It's just I might need to strong arm some people to play Kill Team and be like, hey, let's play Kill Team, let's like get a thing going. That'd be cool. Also, after this league is over, I gotta find a new, like, I have to probably like poke my head and be like, hey, is there any new tournaments that are going on? Like, Because if there's no tournaments, I can't do my little shitty little battle reports. I have to wait until big tournaments happen, and those are kind of, you know, few and far between. Granted, come the summer, I'm gonna be probably a little bit more busy and out and about, but I like my little backlog vlogs. They've been very fun. Because it's not only do I get to talk about Warhammer, I also get to talk about, like, you know, just little snippets of my mundane life. I'm a very boring person, chat. We could do a kill team league via TTS to build experience for you to organize an actual one in person. That'd be fun. I think what I need to do, is relearn tabletop sim and relearn kill team and try and get that figured out. Honestly, maybe that's something I can do if I'm not playing in a league. If I end up not playing in a league, maybe that's something I talk to friends about and, like, ask for advice. I might ask, some folks in a Grand chat about that and be like, basically be like, hey, like, you know, how would you do this? A TTS kill team league would be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just, again, it's organizing, and it's also, like, it's the understanding that, hey, this isn't gonna be, like, it's not like the winners get to live, right? It's like, this is meant to be just, you're gonna play a tabletop game and you're gonna watch little soldiers die. You know? Trust me, you're more interesting than you think. Fair enough. That day was certainly interesting, that's for sure. I don't know, there's uniqueness in mundanity at times. But, dude, I went to, like, Tim Hortons the other day and, like, crazy shit was happening. I feel like Darcy lately, where Darcy has this thing where Darcy lives a quiet, gentle life, but shit just happens around Darcy, and it's, like, crazy, dude. I'll never forget when I got a Snapchat from Darcy when I was, like, still, like, I think I was, like, still in college. I got a Snapchat back when Snapchat was, like, a thing. And, like, I remember getting a Snapchat from Darcy going, guess who's off work because someone drove their car through the mall? And I was like, what? And she sent me a picture of the criminals, like, of the mall with the car and glasses everywhere. And they were trying to rob, like, a jewelry store and a bank or something. It was stupid, dude. But, oh my god. Yeah, she got work off that day. That was fun. Oh yeah, I went to Tim Hortons, I think it was like last week, I think it was Wednesday night, and I was like, there was a lineup at the Tim Hortons, so I parked my car, because I was in the drive-thru, I parked my car, and I just started reading my book, and then the people in the car behind me got out of their car and started dancing, like, around my car. Like, they were like, woo, like, they were, like, dancing, and, like, and they were, like, and the people in the car behind me had their cameras out, right, they're filming this. And this, like, these dudes were, like, dancing and, like, undulating outside my car. And I straight up, I looked at it, chat. I was like, I'm just gonna read my book. And I just went back to reading my book because I was like, I just got out of Unexpectables or whatever. I can't remember. Something happened. I was like, I was busy with something and I just got done, like, with doing it. And I was super tired. And I was like, oh, I just need to eat, like, a chicken wrap and go home and sleep. And, like, I just remember looking up, seeing these idiots just dancing around, and I was like, I'm just gonna read my book. I need to read about Loken. Just leave me alone. So stupid. At least they're having a fun night, I guess, but it was very bizarre. Oh, man. Anyway, that was my Friday, chat. Again, I want to extend a thank you to Zanwind and Messenger of Chaos for getting me that carrying case. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm able to fit all my knights in there, but hopefully this will prevent, like, my salamander army from, you know, succumbing to the same fate. And honestly, putting the armigers in there might not be a bad idea. Honestly, I think that might be better at the end of the day. No, I think it definitely will help, honestly. I'm gonna clear out a place on my desk to put it. I have, like, a shelf. And I just have, like, a pile of junk up there right now. I have, like, a cat scratcher and, like, some D&D terrain. So I'm gonna probably move that out, and then I'll probably put it there. So I have a place to... I can actually just store an army in there, too, which would probably be also quite helpful, but I want to use it for transport. After that event, like, I want to use it for transport. Peace of mind, you know? But, yeah. Either way, I mean, like, at the end of the day, I got home, and I was calm, and I had a good time. And my opponent was really, really, really nice. He was really, really friendly, and it was a good game. And, like, even though he was rolling like shit, he was taking it in stride. And he turned it around, and you know, here's the thing, chat, and I'm gonna grab you, I'm gonna shake you, and I'm gonna give you the best piece of advice. I got this from Gambledore, okay? If you've never heard of Gambledore, you need to learn about Gambledore, okay? Basically, there was this big poker tournament, and this Romanian inventor man who looks like a wizard showed up, and he was like an invited guest. He wasn't supposed to like win the tournament. He won the tournament. It's a long story, but it's a beautiful story. He won like the Poker International tournament. He was just a regular like Santa Claus man. And he won the whole thing. And you know what the funniest part was? He was trying to throw. He was trying to lose. So he was playing shitty hands, but then the river, which is like the cards in the middle, kept making him win. Until he won the whole thing. And people couldn't get him in for an interview, but he gave them a note written on a hotel notepad, which he gave to like interviewers, which basically read out, it's just like, you know, I had wanted to give the victory to my opponent because it clearly mattered to him quite a bit, but life, like a joke, decided otherwise. And he says, my best piece of advice I can give to people is you cannot possibly lose if you never intend to win. It's like, and it's true, right? Like, I go out and I play not to win, but to get better. And to have really good, fun games, right? So, like, when my opponents start winning, I cheer with them because it's fun. It's like, yeah, blow up my big robot. Kick my ass. It's fun. Like, can't kill my robot, so maybe it explodes and I kill all your guys. Like, you know what I mean? Or, like, having, you know, Ursula Creed stab my robot to death is so awesome. Having that Brutalis Dreadnought kill my Lancer in one shot, and then for me to use my prize winnings to buy my own. Like, it's like, I don't know, stuff like that is more important to me. It's like, you know, sure you can win, but, like, what's the fucking point? I don't know. Yeah. To get good at something, you must first start by being bad at something. And someone has to be last place. And honestly, it's comfortable here in last place. I'm very content in last place. It's funny. That's the thing, it's funny. The fact that I've had, like, really close matches and I still lose is just funny. It's great. I don't know. It's fun. Yeah, kill me so something funny can happen, exactly. Dude, my list for my salamanders went from, this is kind of sweaty, to, this is hilarious. This is really stupid and funny. And I'm kind of excited for it. I was excited for the tournament because I was like, okay, more opportunities to learn, but like, now I'm like really excited because I have a really stupid, ridiculous strategy in mind, and it sounds really funny. And I can't wait to talk about it, assuming I get to play it. I don't want to talk about it yet until, you know, it's confirmed. I have a lot of painting to do, but, you know. I don't know. People got good attitudes here. I'm very lucky. I hear other stories from other people who play Warhammer, and I'm like, damn, man. Like, why does it... Again, every time, like, with opponents, I'm like, it's not like the winner gets to live. It's not like, we're not, like, qualifying for international tournaments. It's fine. We're shooting the shit next to Stab Gut Alley. Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? But, yeah. It sounded like a fun strat from what you told me. Yeah, it's really funny. Deploy boy. Deploy emergency dreadnought. Oh, man. It'll be fun. I just gotta get my paint jobs done. What I really want to win, though, chat. What I really want to win is the Best Painted Award. The tournament, the day tournament's gonna have a Best Painted Award, and I really, really, really want to win it. I really want to win the Best Painted Award, please. I'm gonna put a lot of effort into the models I have, which is why I want to put time into it, but, like, I really want to win Best Painted. I haven't won that one, and I really want to win it. The art student in me wants it so bad, but Yeah. Oh, man. It's nice to know the reality of Warhammer has a social bit. Yeah, most people are fine. I think those stories you hear about people, like, starting fist fights or arguing is, like, I think that's more rare than people like to admit. I think for YouTubers, it really sells well, but, like, the reality is a little more, you know, gentle in that way. Carry a can of acid soda. Damn, that's some evil behavior, dude. I don't want to play minis with you, Shell. I'm a little scared of you, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, man. But I really want to run my salamanders. I think that would be really, really cool. Just something different, you know? I am the third youngest of my local community. Everyone is chill dads. Yeah, most of the players I play against are chill dads. Like, that's honestly the greatest people. You know how many games have ended prematurely because dads had to go pick up their kids? It was so funny. And then they'll ask me, like, do you have kids? And I'm like, on Wednesday nights, technically, yeah. Oh, man. It's very funny. So, oh, man. It's great. And everyone, like I said, I've said it early on, like, everyone's super chill about, like, they don't give a shit that I'm a female, dude. Which is, like, relaxing. Oh, man. Surprisingly, a person I watch in Calgary, Canada, was late to the stream because there was a street fight. That sounds like Calgary, yeah. A street fight on the side of the road. Yep, that's Calgary. God damn, things are crazy in Calgary. That was where rodeo is, like, you know, huge. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. All right, well, I think that's a happy place to end it, chat. I will give you guys updates on my painted things. Who's my favorite Wednesday child? It's potato stew. Yeah, potato stew is the best. That's gonna be where we're gonna end the stream today. I am gonna be busy this week. Got a lot of stuff going on. So obviously Unexpectables tomorrow, Mad Mage on Thursday. Friday is going to be probably Tomodachi Life. Saturday will be Phoenix Wright with Shay. Assume there's no cancellations. And then Sunday is going to be my day off, and I'm probably gonna take that day to paint, to be honest with you. I want to do all my base painting, I think. Oh man, am I gonna have time to build my Land Raider Redeemer? Oh god, I got so much I gotta do. Maybe I'll work on that tonight. Maybe I'll build the Land Raider tonight. I'll eat something and do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. And again, thank you guys so much for the support and everything. I don't know what I've done to, like, like, between the case and Pragmata, I'm just like, chat, again, always take care of yourselves first, please. Always, 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 always. Never feel pressured, ever, please. I'm okay. I'll be okay. Like, if I'm ever in, like, serious trouble, I will be very transparent about it. But, like, I'm okay. I will continue to be okay. But I do appreciate the support a lot, especially on this journey. This has been very healthy for me. And, like, thank you guys so much for, you know, you don't have to. That's not a sign of, like, you know, just being here. And, like, you know, God, fucking Mud Dog got our 1 million channel point redemption. It's crazy. And I'm like, that, and then, like, everything, like, you guys have been awesome. And, like, I appreciate you guys a ton. And, like, fucking, oh my god, like, the fact that, like, you guys comment on my writing, even, I'm like, I feel so spoiled. Like, man. Ugh. I love you, man! Like, that's where I'm getting at. But I'm gonna try and honor you guys the best way I can. Like, you know, I have a lot of stuff I need to do, and I gotta do it, so. It's a flip side to all the bullying. Yeah, this is hush money, actually. You know what? Fuck you, chat. It's hush money. I just realized. That's what you're doing. You kick me into a locker, you give me a swirly, and then you hand me a crisp $5, and then you send me on my way. Oh my god. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Like I said, lots of streams coming up. I will say this, I've said it before, once Cold Rock and once Final Fantasy IV is over, I will be having Mondays off going forward. This is so I get out of the house, and this is also just for mental health, and also just because I need 2 days off now. I want to go outside more, I want to read more, I want to, you know, I think sunlight's good. I think it's good for you. However, Tuesday to Saturday will be pretty full days. I'm hoping to stream every day on those days. Tuesday will be a regular streaming day. Going forward, probably a little bit more like, you know, streams like this. Backlog vlogs will take priority over games if we do play a game on Tuesdays, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm very excited for more stuff. I'm very, very excited, and I don't know. I have a zest for life right now. 2025 was rough, and like I don't want to like harp on it because, you know, we're past it now, but like I feel like I've been making, I don't want to jinx myself. I feel like I've been making the correct choices to improve my life in a way that's healthy for everybody, including the people around me, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I don't want to abandon you, Chad. I'm not gonna be like, ah, peace out, losers. I'm gonna go vacation for like 50 billion days. But like, it's like, okay, an extra day a week just to have to breathe and think, I think might not hurt too bad. And, you know, just have to move the time around a little bit more. And, you know, and like, oh, instead of doom scrolling on my phone, how about we get a Kindle and we read? And that's been, dude, the moment I did that, my mental health just immediately was like a billion times better. And like, you know, hey, let's try and eat a bit healthier, and hey, let's go out and play Warhammer, so I'm, you know, getting out of the house and doing more stuff. And it's like, it's all good. It's all very good. As much as I hated driving downtown, it got me outside. Not the safest, but it got me out, so, you know, and it made me drive downtown, which I need to do anyway, so there you go. But yeah, thank you, chat, for joining me on this journey. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for listening. I hope you've been enjoying the VODs. But that's gonna be, I think, this stream, so oh, that sounds great for it, SP. That's really good. Drawing is really good for the mental. I wish I had more time to draw. I want to do another Brothers Albatross animatic. I have an audio I want to do, like, an animatic over with because it fits them so well, but I just don't have time right now. I gotta paint other stuff. Alright. Who do we want to raid? Who do we got? We got lots of people on tonight. Let's raid. Ooh. We're gonna raid Heartsy. Heartsy. She is playing with Bosco. Our raid message will be, what should the raid message be? What should the raid message be? Boats. Yacht Club. Yeah, Yacht Club. Yacht Club. That should be our raid message, is Yacht Club. That will be our raid message. Yacht Club. Alright, I will catch you guys tomorrow for Unexpectables. You better be there. Have fun. Bye.